Hello and welcome to another edition of the FIFA 22 World Club Trophy, and in this one we're going to be looking at the threesome from the Czech Republic. If you remember, we had a threesome in the last episode where it was Canada, and Toronto went through into that final tournament to represent Canada. This time it's the Czech Republic. And again, we only have 3 clubs representing the Czech Republic, so the fixtures are as follows. It's going to be Slavia Prague against Viktoria Plzen, and then Plzen will play Sparta Prague, and finally the 2 Pragues together there, Sparta against Slavia, to decide who goes through. So without further ado, let's get into those 3 games. We're going to see all 3 on the charts to find out who wins, and let's go with me as commentator. And here we are, it's the first game of that Czech threesome we've been talking about. Slavia Prague against Viktoria Plzen, and Slavia are normally considered behind Sparta in terms of their standing in the Czech League, so we'll have to see how they take on Plzen here in the blue. And there is the captain on the left of the keeper there, that's Stancu, the Romanian, and he plays at number 7. Olenka is probably known as well to be a big name in the team. Holeš and Ramanda is going to be main players in the midfield, and a very tall forward for Plzen there, and that is Biagel. And Bogiel, possibly Bogiel, or Bilek is the manager for Plzen. He was a good player in his time. Hyder at the back with Havel, they're pretty good, aren't they? And then you've got Chermak as well up front for Plzen. 1 or 2 names there for you, as it will be Slavia to kick off in this first match for this threesome. And there's Ramada and Holeš out to Olenka, sorry. Oh, and he's took it off him again. Oh, that's an interesting one. Open, and he scores. It's a really good strike into the corner of the net, and it's a very early strike here for Slavia. Well, that was a little bit unexpected. Olenka did really well with the ball across, seen him all alone there, 1 touch and shot, and he shot it straight across the keeper and into the corner of the net, and it's 1-0 Slavia, and it's Scrans who scores the goal. Buka, and he's been dispossessed by Holeš. There he is again. That's too easy. Stancu's in. Oh, that's a good save. He hit it rather early there. Corner ball. Oh, and that's seen away at the near post. He's headed it nicely to Stancu. He didn't come back quick enough. It's offside. Oops. That sent it on to Olenka, who got stopped by Rezi. Buka, that's a good ball. Ooh, and play on, says the referee. Oh, good speed past the defender. Oh, and Buka got back. And that's headed on, and that's interesting. We went for it, and Hollis just calmly took it. Couldn't quite get past there with the ball. Ramanda, and now it's Hollis. Hollis did well. Oh, and he's in. And that's a good save. And again, its shot was directed to the goalkeeper's left. And that's Bagiel. Oh, could have been a... Oh, and in fact it's a free kick to Plzen. I thought he handballed it actually as he fell. But it was the Blues' free kick. Stanchu. Here's Hollesh. Oh, he's took it early. He's gone down to his left as well with the shot. And the goalkeeper can't believe that they're getting the shots in. That's an interesting outswinger. It's headed out as well. Oscar collects and gives it to the back. Oh, it's a little bit too far back that time, and Stanchu did well to retrieve it though. Here's Olinka, sorry. Oscar, decent ball in. Oh, and it's a penalty. It's a penalty. And Panika has handballed it, has he? Well, I don't know what he did actually. Not sure what he did. Oh, he's put it down the middle. Sanchu, and it's 2-0. And we looked as if he was going to go down that side, didn't he? And the goalkeeper guessed wrong in the end and possibly went too early. 2-0 Slavia, looking a bit dodgy because Plzen hasn't really done anything yet. Bagiel. Here's Chernak. Oh, he might get through. And a shot though. Oh dear. Got that wrong. Bar. Ramada. Strands is the first goal scorer. And oh, good tackle on Stanchu. Oh, I'm just about to say that they're cutting through Plzen too easily really, and they're not really getting out very easily either at the moment, Plzen. Oh. Havel. And Stran's got a good foot in. Oh, it's a corner. It's gone off for a corner. Oh, and he might get in there. He has done. And Buka has scored for Plzen. And it's come from this corner. He got hold of it near post and walloped it far post, and it's gone through into the corner of the net. The keeper beaten well with the direction of the ball there. Well, we might have a game on after all. That's probably their first real attack on the play, on the match, and it's proved to be beneficial for them because it means they're backing it. Oh, and Biagel, oh dear, what's he doing? Oh dear, he never ran with it. Here's Buka again, and Holesh wasn't letting him in this time. Oh, and they've got it back again. Oh dear, Sikora with the very strange ball out to the right, and they've got it back again. Oh, he's going to be offside. Oh, he might get in here, Biagel. Good tackle on him. Scrans. Ramala. Here's Holesh. Oh, he's one robbed again. And he has as well. It's Buka again. He's having a good game at the moment. And it's going to come through again. Oh, he got behind it in the end, the keeper. As he wallops it out to the left. No good though. Here's Panika. Here's Buka again. Here's Chernak. Oh, and a real chance here. Oh, he's offside. Well, we're in added time here. Which has been a bit of a game of two halves actually, in a way. Or two quarters, shall we say. The second quarter being all Plzen. And there it is. The end of the first half. It's 2-1 to Slavia, but it's turning into quite a slim lead now. That's the man who has turned it around for Plzen. Although it's still 2-1 to Slavia. Plzen to kick off with Bergiel. Not sure how to say his name, to be fair. Buka again. He's having a really good game. He's coming through again. We got took out in the end, and it's going to be a card for Usu. Free kick in a promising position. Oh, he's stepped over, little touch, shot his blocks, and it's gone away off for a corner. No, it's not, it's a penalty. Or unless, is it a penalty? Let's have a look. It looks like a penalty. He's hit his arm. And surely it shouldn't be a penalty really. But Biagiel can always give it the keeper. It's a terrible penalty. Oh, Olinka might get away from him. And he's got away from him as well. Oh, he floats one over the top. That was a good effort. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. It's a slim lead. Can he get there? Oh, Ida can't quite bring it away for Plzen without being... Oh, he's running all the way here. And in the end, oh my word, and then he slid in. And it's red. Well, Haida is off for Plzen. He ran it out from the defence rather clumsily, and then he did that. Wow, it's all happening here. Good ball, good effort. Ooh, it's a good save. It's not the best of saves, to be fair. Another chance for Slavia here. And it's a header that's claimed by the keeper. But rather given away. Oh, good block from Reznak. Scrans chips it in. and it's being left by everybody there. Big boot from the keeper. Scrunch was underneath it. Here's Holler. She might have took it a little bit too far for a second there. Here's Oscar. Good ball in. Stanchu turned. Oh, and I think a slight touch from the keeper, was it? Or did he put it wide? No, it was a slight touch. It's a corner. My word, he couldn't get to it. The forward there, he could not claim it. Not the best of clearances from the keeper. Olienka did well. Oh, must go in. It has done. Stanchu's made it 3 and maybe made it safe. Well, it was coming. It was clumsy defending all the way around. Look at that. So much space and time to pick a spot in the net. And he found that corner of it with a solid shot. And that must be that, I would have thought. Although Plzen had the second quarter, didn't they, of the first half. Maybe they'll have this quarter. We'll see. Here's Buka, he's been quiet. That's a good run. And it's going to be pulled back for a free kick near the edge of the box there. It's 28 yards out. He's chipped it in. And Hollis clears his lines. And it's going to be a Slavia throw. Kashbara. I know it's Olienka. Oles. And he probably ought to have had a crack. Here's Chernak. He can't get stopped. That's not a very good ball. In fact, we've not really heard of Sikora throughout the game. He was benchmarked as being one of the main men, but oh there, that's another free kick there. It's a poor one. That's a yellow card for Buka. It's been rather a dirty game in terms of cards. Oh, is he on? He's put it in the net and he's got his second goal. It's Scrans. It's 4-1 and that must be it now. And it's simple in the end. Look at the space, and the shot saw it go into the corner of the net, across the keeper again. Kicks a lot of turf up as well at the same time, but it's a decent goal all the same. Buka. There, and it's going to be a free kick, and Oninka's got it again, and he couldn't play it through to the front man there, but I don't think they're going to mind too much now. They've done the job well to open this threesome up, and Plzen will have it all to do in their second game against Sparta. Oh, and a chance here. Oh my word, they could have done something there, but it was a poor effort. And Traore is going to come on for Holesh, and we have Sikora coming on for Kopic, I think it is. It's all a little bit too late for... Oh, is it? It's Biegel, and he's put it in. Wow, wow, wow. That was a poor play really at the back by Slavia, and he's rather happy with himself. Took it off the defender there and slips it through the keeper. It's 4-2. And it's gone over the knee and through the arm of the keeper. Scrans. Stanchu. Here's Traore the sub. Oscar down the line for Olinka, and then he's offside. And we'll have another change for Plzen, which we didn't catch, and it's Mosquera on for Schulk. Job done then for Slavia, even though they've rather let it slip slightly, but good tackle. Well, they let him go down the right though a bit, and it comes, it's headed clear, and again, ooh, very nearly got him through. Havel now has it. That's a good ball, but he got stopped there. Kopic and Olinka, I think it was, and we have another sub here at the end. It's Takash coming on for Slavia, and that was his first touch of the game. No, can't get it through. It's Havel forward. And Takash is there again. And that is the end of the game. And quite a nice one for them to start their campaign there, Slavia. They've got a +2, obviously, to consider as they rather slaughter Plzen here. Stanchu with 2 goals, a brace for him in this 4-2 win over Plzen, and we now look forward to the second game. So it's the second game of the 3. It's Viktoria Plzen against Sparta Prague. Sparta start their big campaign here. They will be thinking of the final tournament, probably not quite yet, but certainly they'll be expected to make it. They are the better known of the 3. There's Big Yell. We saw him, or Bogiel, depends on how you want to say it really. He's your main man. He got 1 at the end of the last one. We haven't seen much of anybody but Buka in the first one really. Sikora didn't really feature at all against Slavia. Kalvak might get in there this time round, I don't know. He might feature as well in the midfield. And Chernak. Sparta Prague, who is in the side. We've got Hanko, Pavelka and Peshek. They're good names to think about. You've got Doshal of in the midfield, the captain. So it's going to be Sparta to kick off. Interesting choice of ball. Leszek. There's Doshal, and he got robbed. Bucha, ooh, and that's a good tackle. And they certainly mean business, it seems. But Panika did well to get in. They'll need to win this, of course. Viktoria. Is Kalvak. Oh no, it's not going to be hard enough. Pavelka. And that's got through to the front man. Is he going to make a play here? Oh, there's a chance there, it's in. And it's poor defending against another early goal against Plzen. And Sparta off and running here. I think it's Pulkard, the scorer. Look at the look at the Plzen man at the back of the goal then. And look at the lovely little chip into him. And he finished it well. It was an awkward height for him to get onto it, but he did really well. And it's a very interesting ball, isn't it? There we are. Pulkrab is the goal scorer. Well, where do Plzen go from here? Shulk forward to Bogiel. That's an interesting attempt, but again it's not hard enough. Olsek to Pulkrab, the goal scorer, is Olsek again. That's a good tackle. Here's Buka. Can he inspire a little action here? They seem to be getting the tackles in very swiftly here. Sparta. That's a good tackle though, but it's only going to come out to another Sparta man. Here's Paul Crab again. He's allowed to turn. He's done well there to retrieve it as well. Is Cherniak. Sikora. Decent ball. It's Cherniak again. Bogiel. He's had a crack and it's only found the keeper. Buka. Oh, bloody hell. That wasn't very good, was it? It's a decent ball out though for Sikora. He's knocked it in, and oh, look at this. From oh, did it stay in? It must have stayed in on the far side. It's a corner ball. And it's headed clear. Kalvak always been robbed. Oh dear, and then hit him in the face with it. And they're breaking out here. Want to watch the offside though. Plzen are playing it well. Ooh, a solid challenge goes in there. Here's Sikora, comes out with it. Did well. Here's Bogiel. Buka. Might try it, and it's a good save. Loshek is being featured there. He's been quite prominent so far. Here he is. Ooh, they got the shot in. Oh, he's got it. Oh my word, it's gone straight through. And Sparta are 2 to the good here. Well, that's rather out of the blue. He picked it up there, and from about, what, nearly 20 yards, he has planted a shot of unstoppable power past the keeper into the corner. And it's 2-0, and Plzen are not doing very well here in all departments. I'm not sure how they're going to do something, to be honest with you. And it's all going to be down to the last game. Buka. Here's Kavlak. Oh there. And Kalvak, should I say. Here's Pulkrab. Peshek bursting through. It's a good tackle on him. And Havel can bring it away. Got away from his man very well there. Into Chernak. Is Kalvak. He's having a crack. Oh. And it's gone wide of the mark. Well, I've got to get something soon, otherwise it could turn into a bit of a too easy. Kalvak out to Rezak. Shulk. Buka. He's brought it back. Oh, great save. And Bogiel couldn't quite get it in. Ooh, that's gone high and long, and it's and the keeper has to jump for it as it nearly creeps in. And as in the first game, Pilsen are having the better of the second quarter, but can they do anything with it? It's Buka blocked off. Reznak. Oh, he's got it through to Buka, who is I think he's actually handballed it there, hasn't he? As he's put it through to Buka. Good tackle by Shulk. Ooh, and then he couldn't reach the second. Now, Pulkrab. Arasin. And he got stopped. Buka. Up to Bogiel. Oh no, it's an easy one for Weissner. Is Loshek. Good tackle. Buka. Sulk. And Shulk has got round. And he's taking it on. Crosses it deep. Oof. And that is it for the half. Well, it's been a rip-roaring attempt by Pilsen in that second quarter. And Chermak is, well, he's not quite getting to grips with things, is he? In the midfield for Pilsen. And they trail Sparta Prague 2-0. And it's Pilsen who will kick this second half off. Chermak into Bogiel, and then he got completely stopped there, and he's not going to get any sympathy from the referee. Pulkrab, he's got a good ball out to Pesek, and there's Pulkrab. Oh, what a goal! That was a really well made goal, and that should settle it straight away at the beginning of the second half. That was an absolute belting goal. Really good stuff, that. Instant cross for him to belt a header against keeper bar the whole lot, and it bounces in. And it's 3-0. Well, that destroys any game plan that Pilsen had for the second half. They've got to try and do it all again now. Good tackle. That's an interesting ball. And it's Chermak. Oh, and he couldn't put it away. It's a good corner. Oh, and it's belted out in the end. Shulk blasting out onto the left. Oh, and then he got he's injured. He's got injured there, Sikora. And Bogiel. Oh, bloody hell. And Sikora will have to come off here for Kopic. And we have Sacek on as well for Sparta. And that's the end of his tournament as well there, Sikora. And Coppage has come on, as I say. Here he is, and he's taking it on. Pavelka's come off for his man. Here it is. Ah, what a save. There. It won't go in. That one, oh. Just over the bar there from Panika. Decent clearance, but we got a nod on and he's going to chase it. And he gave it back to Sacek. Now here's Losek. Oh, he got tripped slightly. Got a shot in as well, and it's gone off the keeper. Good save. It's a corner ball. No, too easy to get the ball in. And they haven't cleared it. And oh, what a cracking save. Yeah, it's all happening here. Oh, it's a short one again. Peshek. 6s and 7s. The defence totally unheard of. And Panak couldn't put it in. Karabech is on for Losek, who's had a very good game for Sparta. Nicely chipped into Chermak, who has done something wrong. And there's going to be another change. It's Kayamba on for Chermak. He's not had a good game at all, to be fair. And here's Bogiel. Slides it in for Kayamba. Havel joined in, but he joined rather quickly. Bogiel. Oh, he struck the bar. Nah. And it's headed clear, and it's still not working out for Plzen. Good tackle. Oh, you got a throw out of it. There goes a decent run down the right. Oh dear, and then he completely loses it with the pass there. Now here's Paul Krab. And Show got stopped by Reznak. Arishlin, and receives it back. Oh, and then gets tumbled. And he will be penalised with a card. And Reznik, not Reznak, it's Reznik. Sorry. And another substitute for Sparta. Carlson is on. Free kick then. It's headed clear by the man who gave away the free kick. Oh, managed to get it in. And the shot is there. Oh my word, it's 4. Well. Karabech, the substitute, has made it 4-0. And Sparta are going to be going through to the main tournament. I don't see how they're not going to do it. Instant shot from the pass. Simple square pass to him, and he's hit it really well, swerving away from the keeper, who can't get to it. Wow, I didn't envisage this much of a win, but there you go. Schulk, Bogiel. That's a decent pass. It's Kopic. Oh, nearly trying to give it back to him. Oh. A good header, but it's only gone into the back line of Sparta. Sacek. Decent attempt to tackle him by Kalvac. Or Kalvac. And again, or in fact he's fouled him this time. And he's just going to get a talking to. Free kick Sparta. Short to Panak. And oh my word, very nearly got a fifth. And it's going to be a substitute. Mosquera is on for Schulk. And so we know what happened last time. Well, it was the other way around actually, wasn't it? There's Bogiel, and he can't get through to his man on the right there, and he didn't seem to be very interested in it anyway. Skip of the challenge, and again, but he's lost the ball this time, and Reznik gets it forward, and Kayamba, and he's offside. Free kick Sparta. Nodded down nicely is Sacek. Good tackle on him. Kopic. Kayamba. It's a decent ball if he can get there, and he does. It's Mosquera. Pulls it. Oh, there's no power in the ball in. He probably put too much effort into the run. Great tackle there. Trying to switch it for Kayamba, and he's got in. And he's hit it well. It's a great save. There. He's been pretty prolific with his saves. It could have been different, you know, if the goalkeeper was off form. But that's it. Well, there you go. It's 4 for Sparta, 4 for Slavia. But at least Plzen got 2 against Slavia. Plzen are out. No points for them in their 2 games. And a -6 as well. Paul Krab did well. He opened the scoring for Sparta, who win by 4-0. It's the final game of the threesome from the Czech Republic. It's the biggest of them all. It's Sparta Prague against Slavia Prague. Oh dear, look at the ball. It's a red ball. I hope we can see it. And it's quite probably poignant in a way, probably, as Sparta do play in the red, of course. And as you can see, Slavia are in blue. Well, obviously it's going to be an unchanged side, and we're looking at Peszek and Lozek from the first game, along with Paul Krab up front. Harrislin had a decent match, as well as Pavelka. Didn't see much of Dokal, or Joshal, if you pronounce it that way. The captain of Sparta. Well, Scrans scored very early on for Slavia. Holesh had a good game. Olyinka also had a good game, but it was Stanchu up front. Kuchta didn't really feature in the first game, so we'll have to see how this pans out. And as I say, the ball's not exactly in the favour of the viewer, but we'll have to see how it pans out. Polish. Here's Ramada, and he's giving it to Harislin. Here's Loshek. Oh, and big skip of the forward there. Kuchka had to get out of the way of that. Stanchu. Oh, he's away. Stanchu's making a play for it. And it's going to be a real humdinger, this one. Anshu got it, gets away there. Olszek gets it nicely to Harislin. He's got to be careful what he does with it. He tries one, oh, it's saved onto the post bar. My word, we're in for a real humdinger here. Olinka. Kushko, is he going to feature this time a little bit more? Holesh gets fouled. Oh, there's a bit of an argy-bargy about this one by the referee. He's being called in. It's a card for Joe Schall. Oh, there. It's headed clear by Pavelka. But Osu has fouled his man. Or at least handballed it. Panak brings it forward for Sparta. Oh, he might run for it. And he's done well, Paul Krab. Oh, he's hit it just wide of the post. Good stuff though. Yes, we're in for a really good game here today. Good header, but Holesh has it. Stanchu gets away again, and that's another good save. Corner ball. That's easily dealt with by Joe Schall. Osu scans, and it's chipped in. Oh, there's header, and it's wide of the mark. Well, what a start to this one. Panak. Dushal. Oh, and it slips away from Holesh, I think it was. Oh, and Kuchka. And it's Sancho again. Oh, another good save. Well, that's another chance going away. It's a decent corner. Oh, he's headed it against the bar and it's gone over. What a game already. By snap. Peshek into Pavelka. Doshal. There's Pavelka again. Nicely worked this. Holshek. Pavelka robbed. Oscar in the way. Kushka up to Stanchu, and here come Slavia again, and that's good stuff in the midfield. Oscar. Oh, paid it back. Keeping him guessing maybe. Holesh. Kushka. Good save. He's a very good goalkeeper. He was against Plzen. And that's gone up in the air. And it was barring there. Nice ball out. It's Peshek. He's got away from his man. Peshek. Oh, has he took it too far? No. He's gone and done it. Run it all the way from the halfway line, it seems, and he's a cup of tea man. I'll need one after that. It was a very good run indeed. Keeper did his best, but it's well struck. 1-0 to Sparta. Now is that going to be enough for them? A draw would do it, actually. Here's Kuchka. He's got through. It's a great tackle. Got to be careful here. And they've robbed it back again. And there goes a shot, but it's too weak. Good header away. Well, we know, forward. Good ball out to the left there. Harrison. That's a good ball forward again, but it's Osa in the way there. Crochet is Doshal, should I say. Harrison. Panak. Pavelka. Loshek into Joshal again. Is Loshek playing it well here. Bring it forward with purpose. A lot of blues. Oh, and in the end Holesh got in the way. Oscar with the header forward. That was Stanchu getting his on it as well. Here's Olienko. There, that's gone back. Holesh. It's Kuchka. He's certainly featuring in this one. Ramada. And Olienko. And that's a save he didn't really need to make. Corner ball. That's away-ish. And it's going to be a free kick here for Slavia. And it's Stanchu behind it. He's hit it well, and it's flew wide in the end. Panak brings it out. Crochet. Or Crochet. I don't know how you say his name really. Loshek. Here's Pulkrab. We haven't seen much of him. That's a decent ball through. And it's the captain. Oh, Donchal. Couldn't finish it. Here's Stanchu. Out to Scrange. We haven't seen much of him either. Bringing it all the way there. It's a good block. And he's cleared his lines. And that is half time. Cracking game, it has to be said. It was billed as one, and it's not disappointed. Peshak has the only goal of the game so far, and that is the scoreline. It's 1-0 to Sparta, and it's Sparta who kick this second half underway. Arishlin. Ooh. Lost it to Osu. Oh, and then he got took out, did he? No. Bit of a battle in the midfield there, and Ramada got out of it. Oh, and that was a little bit an unforced error. Bit of a convergence of blue shirts for a second, but he got out of it. Oh, that's a bad ball. And he might get in here. Oh, he can't get away from his man. And it's turned out to be a free kick. In the end, it's Panak. Oh yeah. And he's hit it wide. It seemed to float towards the net, but it went past it in the end. Well, that might break here for them. It's Harrison. Pulled it back. Oh, has he took too much? No, he's put it away. It was a poor ball out initially. Loshek has put it away. He has been one of the best players in the Czech tournament, and that's his goal there to make it 2-0 now to Sparta, and probably no way back for Slavia. Have they got anything in the tank to turn this around now? Here's Slavia coming forward, trying to anyway. Osu and Ramada. Oh, and how about this for cool defending? Nicely played out, really. That's a decent ball down the right. It's Paul Krab. And it comes as the header, and the goalkeeper's there. And an instant clearance. And again, nicely brought away. Pavelka. Moshek. Weiser is up there now. And it comes, it's a good header by Osu. Here's Olinka. Blocked by Doshal. And then they come again down the left. It's Oscar. And he's offside there. Sanchu. And we have a substitution. It's Traore onto Ramada, who looked a bit ropey, I must admit. He hasn't had the best of games. He featured really well in the first one. Doshal. Ooh, well in. Scans. Bar. Oh, he took that well. Into Krushka. Oh, he's hit the bar. Hancho. Doshal. Nicely into Pavelka. And then he had too many players around him. Here's Oscar. Oh, and Doshal goes in. He's already booked, don't forget, he's got to be careful. And that is a cracking ball out to the right. And it's Peshek again. Is he going to get a second? He has. It's now 3, and that is safe and sound for Sparta Prague. They've been pretty much prolific in their play throughout the 2 games, and are going to be fully deserving of this victory in the group of 3. Peshek again running through and scoring his second of the game. And Slavia outplayed in the end, although they did give it a good crack in the first quarter. Pavelka. Nice triangles, as they say. Doshal. Oh, and he couldn't quite find his man. Osu again. He's had a good game, Osu, actually, with stopping play. And which fell for Kushka. That's in. They've actually got one at last. And It's going to be a consolation really, but good play in the end. Took it really swiftly from the header down as it was possibly off the defender, but he really struck that well and it just tickled the fingers of the keeper there. Not sure whether the change was made by Sparta during all that. And Kushka got it back again. Here's Stanchu. That's an interesting one. The ball comes in. Oh, it's fell for the keeper in the end. Oh, he's lost it. Stanchu plays it to the right there. Good ball out to Sacek, and he has come on. Sacek. Pavelka, oh, he took it too far. Traore's now got it. Olinka, that's blocked. And that's blocked again. And that's a fantastic shot. It's hit the bar, it's come back down, it hasn't gone in, and then Sparta have committed an offence there, possibly in the penalty area. Weissner coming out at his man and belting him in the middle riff, and it is a penalty, and it's Stanchu to make it interesting, and he's put it in. And collects the ball. There's time yet, possibly. Time is running out though. It's 3-2, and it's nicely placed. The keeper doesn't know what to do. And what will Sparta do? They've got time to just kill. Oh my word, he's not doing it very well, is he? Well, he's got a free kick out of it. Harrison, he's had a crack. Oh, and the keeper saves, and it's the end. It's the last kick of the game. Sparta in the end hanging on for the win. Slavia not quite there, not quite good enough. Pesek 2 goals. He had a good game completely really. That's Sacek actually who came on for him, I think it must have been. But there it is. It's a 3-2 win for Sparta, and Sparta Prague will be the team that go through. So there you go guys, it's Sparta Prague who will represent the Czech Republic in that final tournament of the trophy, and they will be in Group 2 alongside the Netherlands, Ecuador and the Korea Republic, or South Korea, whichever way you want to say it. So the next league of 3, in fact the final league of 3, is the Russian threesome, and they're all Muscovites, and we'll be featuring those matches in the next episode. But until then, bye for now.